It is a big day for Riddell National Bank. Some of you will remember October the 10th of 2018 we were here and we had our groundbreaking ceremony. We had to do it under a tent because it was raining nonstop and overcast. The ground was wet and it was real nasty. And this was all dirt and rocks in a tent, and it's really exciting to see it today. This wonderful new state-of-the-art banking facility. Blue skies, it's beautiful. I think it means something, right? It's all came full circle. So it took a little bit longer than we thought it would to build, but the weather wasn't helpful in the process. But we had a wonderful team working on that. And I'm going to introduce those individuals here in just a few minutes. We've hired 5 full-time spots for this facility. We've got an additional full-time float that we've hired that will rotate between the 2 Terre Haute facilities, and we have 2 part-time individuals we've also brought. So I always know that people are interested in knowing how many people you're bringing to the workforce. And some of those people are here today, so I'd like to introduce them, or at least say their names. We've got Branch Manager Brad Cheney, Assistant Branch Manager Eric Piazza. We've got Universal Banker Megan Van Gilder. We've got Utility Banker Kasia Wilt. We've got another utility banker that will be in the drive-thru, Danny Wallace. And one of our new part-time people, Destiny Edgington, is here today. I'd like to also introduce the team that helped build this facility. I mean, again, this was a really long project. We started looking for ground about 2 years before we found this piece. When we got this ground, it had 2 other buildings on it, one of which was almost brand new. And we wanted to save one of those buildings and use the structure, but we were unable to. We had the engineers look at it and the architects, and they said, no, those have got to come down. So we had to actually tear 2 buildings down that were on this site to build the one that you're all witnessing right now. And the team, in addition to myself from Riddell National Bank, was Brad Bush, Greg Eckert, Nick Givens, Brad Cheney. So those individuals from Riddell National Bank met at least once a month, but a lot of times it was about every 2 weeks, all the way back from October through last week. So we were here. The rest of the team that met on that was from Garmong. We had John Hamblin, Todd Burgess, Lance Gassert's here this morning. Lance was involved early on. From Sanders and Associates, the architecture firm, we had Dan Sanders, Delana Conkright, and Mary Shepard. Mary helped with the interior decorations that if you take the time to go through, I think you'll really like those. From Myers Engineering, we had Matt Voris and Dave Myers. I don't know if anybody from Myers is here this morning. Don't think so, but anyway, they were very instrumental in the early going, helping get site planning done and making sure that when the building went up, everything would be in good shape. So I want to thank all of them for their efforts and their patience in the project. And just a wonderful thing to finally be open today. And we did a soft open yesterday and actually had our first customer that didn't have any idea that we were even open, because we weren't really announcing it yet. We were going to save that for today, but it was really nice to see someone come in, and it wasn't an existing customer that just came over to be, to try out the new facility or whatever. It was legitimate new customers. So we're very excited to have this branch in the south end of Terre Haute, and I hope again that y'all take some time to go through it. It's beautiful. I think you guys will really enjoy it. So I've got a few people from the project, and then also Representative Heaton and the Terre Haute Chamber of Commerce that we would like to speak. Most of you have an agenda, but this time I'd like to have John Hamblin from Garmong come up and say a few words.
Well, Steve asked me to say a few words, and when I got
John
here with my
Hamblin.
notes today, he said, "Hey, wait a minute, we can't have you talk that long." I'll set these aside. I'd like to really think it was a team effort to build this project. Steve Kidwell and his team, Brad Cheney, Brad Bush, all of them. The IT department, fantastic group to work with, and as Steve said, we met every couple of weeks and reviewed the project and threw out any issues on the table, discussed them, moved forward. But I want to also emphasize that one thing that Steve Kidwell and his group wanted was he wanted local, he wanted community effort on this thing. He wanted local subcontractors, workers, suppliers, etc. And I can honestly say that this bank was built with local support, and over 90% of the subcontractors and suppliers are within a 30-mile radius of this area. So that's fantastic and almost unheard of anymore. Also, the nice thing about that is they're 15 minutes down the road. If there's an issue, you can call them up. They'll be here. So it's not like you're going to get a 2-3 day delay on any kind of issues that might come up. Sanders and Associates, fantastic group to work with. Plans were drawn proper, and that always helps out everything in the end, especially the budget. So I guess that's all I got to say, really, but I just wanted to thank the whole entire group. It was a fantastic project for Garmont, and we look forward to 10 more just now. Thank you.
Next, I'd like State Representative Heaton is here this morning, and we would like him to come up and say a few words. He is the Vice Chair of the House Financial Services Committee, so we're going to adjust the microphone for him so it can be a little higher.
Rob Heaton.
Well, thank you, Steve, and I appreciate the opportunity of coming here and just wishing your staff much success and that board as well. On behalf of my colleagues at the State House and Governor Holcomb and everybody, I just wish you much success. And it's good to see new buildings the last few months being built and so forth here in the Wabash Valley and Terre Haute. I'm originally from Clay County, and I've ever since I was, believe it or not, that tall, I've heard of Riddell Bank for many, many years. And so they've got a very good reputation, and I wish you the very best here in the south side of Terre Haute. Thank you.
Readjust the microphone for us vertically challenged people. All right, next we want Kristen Craig from the Terre Haute Chamber of Commerce to come up and say a few words.
Kristen Craig.
I definitely need the shorter microphone as well. So thank you for having us out here today. You're right, this is a little bit of a different day than it was for the groundbreaking. This could be described as Chamber of Commerce weather, so maybe we'll take a little bit of credit for it, but it's great to be back out here today with us. I just want to applaud Riddell on their investment in the community. This is amazing. This is a beautiful facility. Can't wait to go through it here in a few minutes. Just really a real asset to this part of the community. Also, I really want to point out thanks to everyone for your commitment to the local use of resources. I think that's fantastic. That's something that certainly benefits everybody. The more business that is done locally, kept here in the community, benefits all of us in the long run. So again, congratulations to Riddell. Thank you for having us out here. And it's a great day to be out here. Thanks.
All right, before we do the ribbon cutting photo and ceremony, we do have some of the board of directors here at Riddell National Bank today. I would like to ask you to stand. Some of you probably are standing. Could you step forward a little bit so people recognize? We've got Gary Nesty in the back, Dr. Gary Nesty. Tanya Kessinger is here, but I didn't. There she is. Okay. Tanya Kessinger. John Ader, our vice chair, and John Kokenauer, the chairman of the board. So we appreciate all the efforts they put into helping us make this a reality as well. And without good board support, staff support, community support, you just can't make things like this happen. So I think we need to give them a round of applause. thank you. We definitely underestimated the crowd that would be here this morning. I'm glad that you all are just standing in the back. We have 24 chairs up, so we were a little short on the chairs, but we won't be this afternoon. We're inside when customers come in. So I'm going to turn it over to Jessica for the ribbon cutting. We'll get people positioned. I think it would be a good idea for everyone that was in the building team for sure to be in that picture, our board of directors to be in the picture, and then we'll see how it looks from that point as far as who else we can fit in. We'll let the photographers determine that. So thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate it.